Hello everybody, how are you? Sorry I've not been uploading as much, but I've been so busy in my day job. It's been back to back, and then I've been doing personal readings in the evening, or I've been working in the evening, and then I've got a lot of things to sort out here because I'm moving in the summer as well. So there's a lot to do, but the great thing is that the weather has suddenly changed. We had snow on February the 14th, which was really, really beautiful in the morning, and the daytime was getting quite hot, so maybe a bit too hot to wear a coat during the day, but really, really cold at night. I mean, super cold for me anyway. Now I've acclimatized here. I used to live in Scotland in the UK, so yeah, I really have got used to the Mediterranean weather now. But after February the 14th, it's like it just changed. It's like all the apple blossom, all the cherry blossom just came out. All the trees have just budded. All the flowers have come out. It's like spring here. And it's absolutely gorgeous. I haven't been down to the beach, which is an absolute sin because I'm only literally 10 minutes away. But I think it could be swimming the sea time very, very soon. And it just makes you feel so good because everyone's out in their gardens just now. In the south of Italy, people tend to their land. They do things at certain times. So we've got the land here actually looking at this. So everyone starts cutting their trees or their bushes, like everybody does it at the same time. And it's got a lovely atmosphere. And I was out yesterday, Saturday, just taking a cycle, and I was just like, this is just absolutely breathtaking. This country is absolutely breathtaking. Despite, I'm just going into one now so you can skip this. There's a lot of poverty in the south of Puglia, and there's a lot of infrastructure which is very different from the UK. So there's a lot of derelict buildings, there's a lot of derelict land, there's quite a lot of rubbish, and there's quite a lot of dog poo, right? That's the sort of things I notice, and I think anyone from the UK will notice. But you know what? It's such a magnificent country. The landscape is just, it's just so breathtakingly beautiful. So I feel really, really honoured to be here, to be honest. It's such a beautiful gift from the universe. Anyway, that's enough of me. Let's get on with this. What do they miss about you? So really, it's about what they find attractive about you. If they're missing it, I can't see that there could be anything negative coming out. Or there might be, okay, I've just been told there could be some things, if they're a bit of a bully or something, and they could miss pushing you around. But I think it sort of dovetails as what they find attractive. What was it about you that they really loved? So what do they miss about you? So pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Okay guys, let's jump into pile 1. So let's go. So I've already pre-shuffled because I don't want to waste time shuffling on the camera. Let's have a look for pile 1. So just as I lay these out, I'd just like to say to you that I'm still doing a lot of private readings. We've still got my special offer on. It's £25 for a full reading. Anyone will tell you that I'm very, very thorough in my readings. I've got a £45 one and a £25 one, and I'll do at least half an hour, 45 minutes more for the £45 one, as long as it takes really to get the message out. Okay, so you can jump onto Etsy, and you have the option to pay by PayPal as well, whatever you prefer. But you can see the prices on Etsy, and oh yeah, I've also been creating my tarot course as well. So that has been an absolute insight for me as well. There's a lot of information that we take for granted when we're tarot readers, and when you try and break it down, you're like, oh, I haven't consciously thought about certain things. I just say certain things because I'm not consciously you know, dissecting it. And when you actually do your tarot course, you can dissect it. Anyway, if anyone wants to start a tarot course or become a tarot reader, you can, obviously there's a lot of free stuff on YouTube if you want to jump on that. But if you like my style, jump onto Etsy, just pick whatever little course that you want to try, and you know, you'll soon find that you'll be a tarot reader like super quick. Right, what do they miss about you? What do they miss about you? Well, they do miss you. Oh my goodness, they miss you. Ooh, there's a little bit more of a story here than I imagined. See, up here we've got the Five of Pentacles and the non-commitment, and then the commitment card, right? The Four of Wands. This person, I think this person really, really regrets not committing to you. I can see a domestic setup here for some of you. Either you had a domestic setup, like you were in a long-term relationship, or you were living together, or there was some way in which a building was important to you, where I'm assuming that you met up or you literally lived together, that sort of thing here, which felt really, 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 really good. And they really, really miss that, like, a lot. Like, is that sufficient to say a lot? Really out in the cold in this. This is the out in the cold card, the Five of Pentacles, literally. This is about a person that feels isolated, as we say, out in the cold, rejected, lonely, where you're concerned. And there wasn't a commitment here. And they're regretting that action. Because I feel like here there was a possibility for the full shebang, you know, like the full Monty. But they really, really miss this domestic setup here. Okay. What else do they miss about you? They actually miss your friendship. Now, this card is very often sort of like denotes the third party situation. And I'm not going to say that it's not, but I think it's really important. This is what my tarot course has taught me. Friendships in our life experiences are really, really crucial and really important. And when the tarot cards were made, they were based on universal life experiences, and friendships are really, really key to that. So they miss your friendship. Yes, some of you might have been in a third-party situation, and they miss that you're no longer in that third-party situation with them. But I do see here that it's more like a sense of happiness that they felt with you, like a friendship, you know, like just being around you or hanging out with you or speaking to you or seeing you at the end of the day or something like that, or sharing stuff with you. Yeah, you know, and giving and taking and that sort of thing. So they really missed that side of it because they really made them feel happy. Yeah, they really enjoyed that about you. What else do they miss about you? They miss the depth of the unspoken love language between the two of you. They feel like there was a lot unspoken between you, but it was displayed, okay? So they're missing that, maybe that chemistry, or it's a little bit more romantic than chemistry, but that kind of chemistry, that sort of unspoken word, those sort of gestures, the romance you brought into the connection, basically. And they really, really miss that about you here. There's the water here. I feel like it really affected them. There's water twice here, actually. I feel like there's distance, obviously, between you. Obviously, you wouldn't be listening to this if, you know, if there wasn't. But I see the water here and the water here. Could be you're from different countries, or you're from different states where there's water separating you, or just that energetic sort of feeling that there's these memories, you know, on water, you know, just sort of rippling away between you. Yeah. It's like an ocean. You know, when we say, oh, there's an ocean between us, there's that sort of thing. What else did they miss about you? They missed your zest for. They're missing your zest for life, your ability to maybe not have any burdens the way that they have burdens. Got a little knapsack here, or the ability for you to reset your life very quickly and very easily from their perspective. I see a lot of fun in this row, so maybe they're missing the sense of fun and enjoyment, getting the most out of each day. They really miss that about you. That's what you brought to the connection. They see you as someone who's free, or has freedoms, or someone who sort of goes on adventures, and someone who takes risks with life. Not to the point of being harmful, but but they love that about you. I think they love and they miss that excitement. I think you brought a sense of excitement into their life here. Excitement, romance and friendship. How beautiful is that? So what else do they miss about you? I think with this Two of Wands, I feel like they miss what could have been. This is a really interesting card here, actually, the Two of Wands. It's about, someone looking out from their castle. This is on the original tarot, looking out onto water and thinking about the life that they actually want. Or, if they could, have a magic ball. Is that the right saying? Wave a magic wand, crystal ball, magic wand. I feel like they miss what could have been. The opportunities that you were bringing into their life and their future. I have to say, I'm just being told that they miss the past though with you. They miss what you guys had, definitely. And again, we've got the second thing of a home or a business or something like that here. And cooperation, they're missing that. You guys had something in your connection that worked really well, that was very well oiled, and the exchange between you was very, very good. Okay, so you might be thinking, well, it can't be that good if we're not together, but there was something there that was really, really good, that worked really, really well between you. There was an understanding of some sort, and an appreciation and a value. Some of you, this is related to a house. I don't know if it was house building, renovation, craftsmanship, woodwork, stonework, something like that going on. The funny thing is over here, though, that we've got the Devil card. So I feel like your connection was very intense. Maybe you had a great sex life. It's not highlighting really, really heavy here, the sex life thing, but the Devil can sort of lean to that. And there was a really magnetic pull between you, the two of you. And they're really missing that magnetic pull, that energy and that dynamic between you. Overall, it's a really lovely reading in the sense that it's not just about the Devil card, which the Devil card is about sort of like obsession and addiction, and I must be with you, I must have you, I want you close, that sort of thing. It's that sort of energy. But then we've got all these other beautiful energies: friendship, romance, excitement, and then this kind of there was no commitment, but then this sort of desire, something in this domestic setup. They're missing you a lot. That's for sure. They really are missing you a lot, and they like an awful lot about you. So it almost sort of questions what happened here. I feel like with this one, I will just add this in. Let me just check the time. Oh my God, I've gone way over. Okay. Okay. With this one here, I do get a little hint that they could have had a bit of dominance over you. Maybe they've lost control of you. They had control, maybe some sort of control over your living or your finances, or maybe what you did, who you saw, who you spoke to, your circle, you know, just that thing in a connection where someone has a say over what you do, and that can be fine, you know, if it's sort of protective and that sort of thing. But I just feel like maybe they're missing a little bit of that as well. So look, I don't know what I might do it in extended today, and I think the extended will be, you know, if they're missing you so much, you know, what's going to happen next, and shall we do that? What's going to happen next, or shall we just dig a little bit deeper into what they like about you? Yeah, we'll do a combination of what they like about you, what they find really attractive about you, and what they're going to do about it, if anything. All right, guys, so that was a pleasure. That was a beautiful reading. Thank you so much, and it's ciao from Ashley. Ciao, ciao. Hi, everybody. So this is for everyone that picked pile 2, one of my favourite cards, the Lily Pond. I was very inspired when I painted these cards. So what do they miss about you? Let's have a look and see. So these cards have been actually really, really interesting and quite a juicy story. I wasn't expecting so much information. So just to quickly say, I'm still doing my personal readings. They've been absolutely awesome, off the chart readings, and you can buy that on Etsy, and you have the option to pay by PayPal if you prefer. So let's dive straight in here. What do they miss about you? Well, straight off, what's jumping out here is I can see you as a couple, quite different energies as a couple here. They're missing that sort of, just being in a couple, really, whatever that means to you, you know, that connection. He's more in the physical realm. He's concentrating on his career and his abundance and his house and his car and all that sort of thing. All the physical manifestations, which are really, that's his sort of character. Yours is like less stable, but doesn't mean that it's a problem. You know, you've got this beautiful fire energy, you're exciting and creative from their perspective, and you've got much more movement, maybe, you know, looking into the spiritual realm and all this sort of thing going on. Okay, so you're very different as a couple. So I feel like they miss that about you, that, you know, that you are different. Okay, and here we've got the Hermit actually, so I feel like they sort of miss, like you're quite independent. This is what's coming through. You're quite independent in one way, or you're a free thinker, and you make your own decisions. Yeah, you make your right next to the Page of Swords. Yeah, so you're sort of like, you make your own decisions, and they miss that about you. So it's something that they admired about you. I feel like they're missing the communication as well. I feel like they maybe feel lonely without you, with the Hermit. Almost like they've made a decision to withdraw. It's more like it's not a subconscious, it's a conscious decision, maybe to withdraw. I feel like they would like some communication with you here, because, like, as I said, I feel like they miss that part of you, you know, that sort of decision making that you have, or your perspective or your view on life, that sort of thing. Also, maybe your ability to be independent. This is quite weird here. I've got quite a lot of cards of loss here. Okay. So I've got a woman waiting on her man. And Let me just tune into this a second. This is quite interesting, actually. It's not quite what I expected. So I've got 3 cards of loss here. So I feel like what they're missing is that you're no longer waiting for them. So maybe in your connection before, there was an aspect or an energy of your connection where you were kind of on hold a little bit, and they knew that they could come to you. But I mean, don't get me wrong about this. This is a person that's been slightly abandoned here. Okay, someone's gone off and done their own thing, that sort of thing. And I feel like they felt that you were there for them, right? You were solid, solidly waiting for them. And here I'm more getting a reading that you're not. I feel like in this connection, wow, I wasn't expecting this, that you were in some way incarcerated in this connection. Okay, whatever that means to you. You weren't free to leave, but you were happy to be in the situation that you were in. You literally were a princess in a tower that they could dip in and out of, I feel. Okay, I feel like when they left, they knew that you were there and you'd be waiting for them. And I feel like they missed that. They missed that sense of security that you were exactly where they wanted you to be. It's not necessarily a bad thing. They missed that sense of security, that they had your attention and they had your focus. Okay, she's very focused. Look, she's literally, can you see that? Oh my God, these readings have been so much longer. She's literally looking at him in the tarot reading. Unbelievable. I sometimes see my tarot readings like cartoons, like animations. I feel like he misses your love. This 8 of Cups is a very, very interesting card, all right? Oh gosh, this is so interesting. Right, I'm just going to have to do 15 minutes each, right? So the 8 of Cups in the tarot is about someone's walked away from a connection. So this suggests that he's walked away from you in this connection, or switch up the genders as you need it. But the 8 of Cups is actually about love. And this is the important part of the card. And it's also about attraction diminishing, as this water flows out of the cups. It's like the attraction diminishing. And, sort of the question is, how can you be in love but the attraction diminishes? Which can happen. So I feel like if the attraction has, I don't know why I'm going down this route, but if the attraction has diminished from their eyes at some point, but with the 8 of Cups, it's almost like the attraction didn't diminish, it was something external, or they never realised how much they were in love with you in the first place. But this is suggesting this person was in love with you with the 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups used to be a marriage card, back in the day. I just see just a massive sense of loss. This was a very not a pleasant ending here, like just overkill, just totally unnecessary. And I see here is that it was the ending of the giving and taking, whether that was sexual giving and taking, just being in a couple giving and taking. That was the ending of this. They miss that giving and taking, that sharing, that generosity. I also feel like for some of you, they might have felt like, I feel like they really enjoyed giving to you with the Pentacles. But I also feel like with these dramatic losses that they might have felt like they weren't valued or appreciated with how much they gave to you. I just feel a little bit of bitterness at the moment. But they really loved like this in the middle. They really loved that you were where they knew that you were. And it's not that they locked you up in a tower and could just, come and open the door when they fancied it. For some of you, that might apply. I really get this sense of they knew where you were and they knew that they had your attention, and now they don't have it, even though you're on this tarot reading. That's the feeling that they've got, and they really miss that. And I love that you picked the lily pond, because that is, tranquility and harmony. And I feel this here, that this person, I feel like this person needs you for that sense of stability, that sense of groundedness. And here you are, you're not grounded. Not for them, in their eyes. You're someone that goes off, look at this triangle. You're someone that goes off and does their own thing, that seeks adventure, that has alternative views and thoughts and things like that. This person is a matrix person. You're not necessarily a matrix person. Where are we on this? I feel like they would like to give to you. I feel like they'd like to give to you. I feel like they'd love to get that harmony back in. So I'm going to do an extended on this one. I'm just going to do more of the same theme and see what comes up. So really what they miss about you is what they found attractive about you. That makes sense, doesn't it? What they miss about you is what they actually found attractive about you. Ooh, yeah. Emperor. So what I feel with this is that with these two, the king and the emperor here, I just feel like this person felt all powerful with you. And it doesn't necessarily mean negative, but it could be like a safety and protection and decision making and knowledge and all these sort of things. But I do feel like this person did feel like they were king of your connection, and in many ways a ruler of that. I don't see it really harmful. I just feel like they felt they were just in a very, very powerful position where you were concerned. Because look, you're in here. This is the ruler. You're in the tower. Okay? And I just sort of get this feeling that you're not in the tower anymore. So you're not someone that they can come back to and know that you're going to be there. You're off ski, even though you're on this tarot reading. Yeah, that's what they miss. They miss that you're not in the place where they thought you were always going to be. Okay. Because they were in love with you. Right, this is a really juicy reading. So let's pick a card for the extended. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, oh yes. Oh, they were hot desire for you, and they really admired you in a massive way. Possibly even saw you like marriage material, really getting up to that point. Like, yeah, you're 1 in a million. I mean, it's hot sizzle off the chart. That's what they miss about you. So we're going to do an extended on this and find out a little bit more. What a juicy story. Unbelievable. I love that I've drawn this card though. Inspired by Disney at Christmas. Okay, so Princess in the Tower sort of thing. Okay, so let's go on to the extended. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much, and it's ciao from Ashley. Ciao, ciao.